Hey there, everyone. Kaiser Soze Maximum Carnage here. I've been intending on making a couple of educational videos here for a little bit of time to add to some of the upper level ones that I've got. So today I'm just going to kind of go over a few attacks from the last couple of wars, pointing out maybe one or two areas to improve, or what the point is of an attack and what the steps should be. The basic steps that will apply to most attacks at a few various town hall levels that are lower down, as opposed to the town hall 9 stuff that most of it deals with. This one's going to be aimed at the lower levels. So we just finished a war. The other clan had given up. It was actually a bit of a match that was in their favor, especially at the top end. They were certainly in trouble in the middle section, but had a big advantage up top. But they just weren't able to execute. You can see from the stars available that were left from the top end. So their number 1 over here was a Town Hall 11 who failed completely on captain and only got 2 stars, and that was 2 stars on an alternate base. It wasn't even my actual war base that was put on. And they ended up leaving stars throughout, and that's really attributable to the style of attack and our attack strategy that we use just as a group, making sure that we're going for 3 stars. And of course that's evident when you take a look and you say that we had 22 3-star attacks to their 5. And that ends up, especially in the lower and middle sections, when people are able to drop and just go for the 3 stars when necessary, it opens up a lot of options for our top end to be able to either try new attacks or, more importantly, be able to cover for those upper level attacks when it might take a couple of cracks to be able to get a base with some good scouts. And naturally, we just wouldn't be free if we went with an attack strategy that said everybody attack their equal on first. That would leave everybody else only with a single star, a lot more 2 stars on the map, a lot more problems to deal with, and fewer attacks left to cover those bases that are tough. So I'm going to just get into a few of the attacks. I don't have anything really planned. I'm going to be checking most of this stuff out kind of live as it happens and making some comments on it. We're just going to be looking for a few of the lower attacks. So the first one here is Crazy Killer. So he is right off the bat at number 15 going for the bottom to number 25. So he's come into the clan. He has 0 war stars, no experience in war. So hopefully we'll be able to give him some help over a period of time, including this video that helps to explain some of the strategies that are involved. So the first thing that we can do is just take a look at the scout, and we say that there's very low level air defenses, and those air defenses are exposed at the side, at the outer edges of the map. So right off the bat you can just say, well, an attack strategy may be simply to use some giants to tank some damage, followed by some archers on each of these air defenses. And once they go down, have some max balloons in the clan castle, drop those balloons on an air targeting defense, like the wizard tower or archer tower, and let it kind of go to work throughout the base there while trying to push in on the other areas. So step 1, though, in any attack is always to be able to take the clan castle out, especially at low levels. The thing that is on the map that's going to do more damage, the most damage by far, is always going to be whatever's in that clan castle. They could put max wizards, they could put Valkyries, they could put a whole bunch of stuff that damages troops. So what do you want to do? Well, basically you want to just simply actually I'm just going to change, and I'll go and do a scout on that base so I can make this point, and then we'll watch the replay from here. So you can tell if you touch the clan castle, there is the area that the clan castle covers. If you want to see a mortar, you can see that outer ring is where it shoots. Anything that's on the inside of that ring, it will not shoot, and that's true of any defense. So that means if you have a troop that crosses that line and is closer to the defense than that line permits, that defense will begin to engage. Same is true with the clan castle. So here, the clan castle, that just means dropping any troop anywhere that you're available within that circumference will trigger the troops that are in the clan castle. And if you put, say, a barbarian over in this area, say, in that nook here, as long as it lasts long enough, everything will pour out of the clan castle. So it can hold 15 things. If there's 15 archers, naturally it takes a while for that clan castle to empty. If it takes wizards, because they hold 4 spaces, it's going to take less, and same with Valkyries, etc. But if you put a troop in this area, it'll start to drain that clan castle. Then what you want to do is pull. You could use something like this building as an anchor. Simply put an archer on that building. While the archer shoots the building, all of the clan castle troops that are in that clan castle that you've lured by placing a troop within that circumference, or several troops, whatever it takes to draw them all out, can then be drawn over to this building. And once the clan castle troops are gathered over by that building, you can surround them with archers, use a lightning spell, or archers with a couple of wizards, something like that. You don't want to spend tons of your own troop strength. You want to try to get away as efficiently as possible to be able to deal with it. But basically that plan is to lure them away. Now, one thing I can say about this is wherever you lure them, you would like your attack to begin from. So this laboratory, if you're looking at this air defense as one of the primary focuses of an attack, the laboratory works really well. You could surround the enemy troops with archers by the laboratory, and then when the clan castle is dead, you can place a couple of giants over by the air defense, and the archers that were over by the laboratory will then funnel in, and they'll begin attacking that air defense anyway, so they just don't get wasted. If you end up pulling the clan castle at an area that you're not going to attack from, and then you put a whole bunch of wizards, you'll have nothing tanking, and it's just a matter of time before, if you, again, using the north as an example here, the archer towers here would just shoot all the residual archers. The other thing is this mortar here. You can literally just place a couple of archers right beside the mortar, and it will kill the mortar, and it's going to be outside of the range of the archer tower, outside the range of the mortar, and outside of the range of that archer tower. You can see this little spot here. You just put it right inside. The mortar won't fire at it. A single archer takes out that defense and just makes sure that it's not doing any damage to you. And just understanding the mechanics of the game itself is going to give you an indicator of what there is to do. Okay, so now let's take a look at what Crazy Killer did here on this attack. And we'll find out where he is going to deploy the first bit of troops. So he put a whole bunch of archers over in front of that mortar, but again, without scouting for the mortar. You've got this other mortar that's shooting at them, doing a lot of damage to them as a group, when a single archer right beside the mortar would have been outside the range of everything, including the mortar itself. So now I'm just going to pause it. Instead of drawing the clan castle, some troops have been deployed now, and the clan castle comes out to engage. So you can see those are max wizards, which easily will destroy archers when they're placed in a group like that. Boom. You can see as soon as they get a shot away, that's dead. Now the wizards are going to attack wherever troops are on the map. So you can, the lightning spell is used here, and he puts it onto the archer tower, and then deploys a bunch of other archers in front of the mortar. There's no giants that he has to tank, and now you can see again, the archers are bunched up. So instead of deploying troops all over the place, the first step should simply to be using a single troop or a couple of troops, luring the clan castle to a way that's outside of the range of all of the defenses that are in a base, killing the clan castle, and when that begins, now having a strategy to be able to begin the attack. So he's put down his clan castle. There's some wizards in it, but there's only ground troops, and these are pretty low strength, low hit points. There's no giants to tank for them and take the damage, while letting the archers in their range shoot over the giants at whatever ends up trying to hurt the giants themselves. So I'm just going to 4X it here for the final few seconds of the attack, and it basically all that happens is, time runs out, plus the defenses take out the remainder of the troops, and there's nothing that can be done in order to be able to gain more stars. So that's a single star attack. If we start now going up from that one, we can see number 16 here, Clancaster. So this is one level below Crazy Killer in terms of the thing, and you can see now in his troop loadout, he's got a couple of wizards, 8 of them. He's got 4 wall breakers that are going to help him get into walls. He's got 15 giants to tank and 35 archers. And he's also got 2 heal spells. So the first one, he puts an archer outside the range of the defenses, but still within range of where that clan castle is, and it takes all of the troops that are in the clan castle, brings them out. Then he simply places an archer in the corner. As the archer runs past, the clan castle troops go for it, and now he puts the archers around in an arc or in a circle to be able to begin taking the troops. And you can see now his giants go in near where those archers are to be able to start tanking. So the archers that were used to kill the clan castle, other than the ones that just caught that mortar, are still in good shape, and they're still part of his general and main attack. So after the giants go in, his big focus here is keeping those giants alive, because he's got all of the defenses shooting at the giants. They can take a lot more damage, and now he's put the wizards and the archers behind them, and they will go and start killing things like the archer tower that is behind. So we've lost the funnel a little bit. I'm going to pause it here just because he's put down his clan castle, which has some hogs in it. So he ended up losing this funnel, meaning simply that the wizards now are wandering outside of the range and protection of where those giants are, and the wizards aren't following the giants in. And you can make a better funnel just by really focusing on destroying outside buildings first on either side of where those giants are, to force and compel all the other troops to kind of go to the nearest buildings, which are in the inside. So now he's deployed hogs, and the hogs don't have a benefit of cover from those giants, from those defenses, but now they do. You can see the giants, or the cannons. They are firing at the giants in the core. A heal is placed, not only helping the giants, but also helping keep those hogs up. Wizards are now supported, archers are used to support on the outside. All of the defenses are now dead, and it's simply a matter of cleanup for his troops. And you can see he's got a lot of giants alive, hogs still up, wizards still up, archers still up. Taking care of that clan castle right off the bat really opens up a lot of potential, because so much damage is removed from the enemy in terms of what they're going to be able to do to you and your troops. So that clan castle, priority number one, realistically. Okay, so the next attack, this is Killer again, Crazy Killer, and he is attacking number 24. So the first one was 10 below is equal, that he got a single star. This one's 9 below. Now you can see here's a barbarian that's placed inside the range of the clan castle. It's getting hit by the wizard, that's fine. You can normally just put a couple of barbarians down. So now he's placed the barbarian at the top, and this could be because he wants to begin his attack from that level. The clan castle now is outside of the range of most of the defenses. This is great. Now here, he's placed several barbarians. Wizards do splash damage, so when they shoot something, they shoot an area. So literally, it's just, you can get that same benefit by just dropping one barbarian. You don't have to drop a bunch. Now that you can see, they're completely outside of where any defenses are, and he doesn't kill the clan castle. That would be the time to put archers in an arch around them, or circle them, and as the wizards turn and try to shoot individual archers, you'll have a group of archers, basically like fish in a barrel, just killing whatever's in the middle. So he ignores the clan castle once it's drawn, begins his attack from the bottom, and once again, there's no tanking troops, there's no giants here. He places 2 lightning spells on the mortar to take away splash damage, which is okay, but you could literally have used one of those lightning just on the group of the enemy troops and taken them out. Lightning will damage and kill ground troops. It will not kill things like dragons in the clan castle. Now it's a spread attack. So it's basically his individual archers up against the clan castle, and the clan castle naturally is much, much, much higher level troops. So they are no match. And the remainder of the troops end up being spread around in a circle around the other defenses, so they have to fight off the defensive towers themselves. You can see here they're struggling here with an archer tower and a wizard tower. So he's got a group of archers here at the bottom, and that mortar is going to do some significant damage to them. Yeah. And the Wiz Tower again, splash damage, along with the mortar tower. So they do harm to the entire group when things are bunched up. And potentially the biggest thing to be mindful of there is, again, going back to Clancaster's attack, taking giants. Let giants take that damage. They can take a lot more damage during those attacks. I'm just going to bump it up here. Let's see what he does next. So some barbarians go down. Now the clan castle has loons in it, so I'm just going to pause and we take a look and we say, well, where's the air defenses? and the air defense is down or non-existent on, oh, sorry, there is one right by the town hall, and before you deploy those loons, you want to either make sure it's as far away from the air defense as possible, or placed in such a way that the defenses will attack that air defense first. So the air defense eventually goes down, but the loons naturally are taken out well before. The barbarians end up taking the town hall. It's more than 50%, and that's a 2-star attack. And naturally, 2, when you're attacking somebody who's 9 below you in war, 3 stars should be relatively simple and straightforward. But like I said, Crazy is just learning these attacks, has never done anything in war before. So that ends up being okay. So the first step is to deploy troops within the circumference of the clan castle. The clan castle troops are lured. You can see they're lured over into the corner outside of the range of the defenses. You don't want the archer towers and the wizard towers and the mortar here just shooting over this wall. You want to be far enough away that you can engage them without getting hit. You can see the archer tower there is picking off the back end ones. But by putting them in a circle, the wizards still win, but they can only take out a single archer when you have a group of archers firing at individual wizards. So pausing again, he drew them to the side that he's going to begin his attack from. As opposed to placing giants on the opposite side, you might as well put those little archers that you had to kill the clan castle to work. And you do that by dropping giants in front of them and letting them go to the base. So a heal spell is dropped. The big key, the heal spells are going to be used to keep the giants alive. As the giants tank and as the giants have all the defenses, look at the archer tower and the cannon, everything is shooting at those giants. Well, these troops in the back, the wizards and stuff, have a lot more free reign. They're not under pressure. They're not being taken out. So now the giants have got a little bit ahead, and now you can see the archer tower and this cannon doing some more damage. So now he's got some troops that are attacking the town hall. The giants have re-engaged. His clan castle is dropped, and that includes the max hogs. They've come around the entire base. And again, because the giants are doing the tanking, nothing's even shooting at those hogs. And having some max hogs really can do a lot of damage. The big thing you have to worry about when you have hogs, giant bombs can do some damage, but spring traps at this level really do a lot of damage because your clan castle is small. It can't hold that many. So if you lose 1 or 2 of your 3 to 4 hogs that you can carry, that's significant. So you'd like your giants to go into spots where it's likely that there are spring traps and stuff before your hogs go there, or you path your hogs in such a way that it doesn't look like it's likely that they're going to hit it. So you can see again, all the defenses go down fast at the end. He's got the hogs and some giants plus a few wizards for cleanup, and ends up being a great 3-star attack by the lower defender or lower attacker in Clancaster. So now we're going to check out our number 19. So he goes back on the same base here that Crazy Killer had hit. And he places a single archer within range and begins to draw that clan castle. And now if we count them up, we can see that there's 2 wizards and 3. So we know that the entire clan castle hasn't yet been drained. And now you can see there comes the 3rd and final wizard that was taken out by the archer there. So now he's just placing his troops to try to put them into the same spot so he doesn't have to fight them all over the map. So here, you can see he just put them a little bit to the north of where they were when they're split, and you can do that. Put 1 to the north, then 1 to the south, and as they go back and forth, they will come together in a bit of a better group. He circles them. As the wizard turns, again, the wizard's more powerful than these little archers, but it will just take out 1 at a time. Now the archers here are on the air defense, but you can see, unlike Clancaster, he did not put any giants in. So he doesn't have anything tanking for these guys. So he ended up losing a couple of troops that were in the range of the defensive buildings. And once again, they walk into range. So he's not putting his giants in first, he's putting in his archers first. Now he puts in some giants. The giants begin to tank. He's putting in some archers over on the archer tower. Now with the exception of that 1 archer tower, nothing else was shooting anywhere. So he's got a max drag. in his clan castle that he deploys after the air defenses have gone down. So if we pause, we know that there was an air defense here. We know that there was an air defense here. So he used his original archers to clear out that air defense after the clan castle was dead. He then focused on this air defense, knowing that he had a drag in the clan castle, and a max drag at this level will do a significant amount of work throughout the raid. So he's got a bunch of goblins that come in with help and cleanup. Those are not normally good at all in war. Because they don't attack defenses, they attack loot structures. Although they can take them out quickly, they are weak. You can see one puff there from that wizard tower did a ton of damage. And then the rest of them die just, or a group of them die just with the bomb that's gone off right beside them. They end up being too weak for war. Much better off taking barbarians and archers. You don't want your goblins to get ahead of things, and the fact that when they're only going for storages or mines before they attack anything else ends up being really damaging in war. You like things that attack defenses, or you like things that go from one building to the next closest building, just so you have a better idea of the pathing of the troops as you're watching them go through the base. So, but he gets the job done. He clears it out. The drag's in great shape because he totally cleared the air defenses. And number 25 was cleared by our number 19. So let's show one more attack here, which was the other attack by Dodo on 24. So this is again the other base that Crazy Killer went. We can see, again, he's got the goblins in there, which realistically there's no need for, but we'll see what he does. So he drops a troop, begins to draw the clan castle. We could pause it. We could see 3 whiz and 3 archers, so that means 15 troops. So it looks like he's got everything out. He has now used the army camp as an anchor. A single wizard or archer will bring them over. He places another archer. He's trying to just group them all up together so he can easily surround them with other troops. He does that perfectly in an arch. And just lets them go to work. So there we have it. The archers take out the clan castle, and it didn't take that many archers. I think he had 35 or something. So it was about 9 archers. It may have been around 45. So it could have been, 10 to 20 archers. But that ends up being a fair trade at that level to be able to trade off all of the damage that's going to happen within the clan castle. So he starts down low here, and he's taken out an air defense, and you can see, I'm assuming here, that he's got another drag, so he's going after that second air defense as well. So that means he's got a plan, and he is using giants, and the giants will attack defenses. You can see they're not going after the gold mine, they're going for the nearest defenses. So he's using these giants to be able to get in and try to attack that air defense. So once the giants are tanking on the defenses, he can put some supporting archers in that will begin clearing away the trash buildings on the outside while the giants take the heat. So the air defense goes down. The giants and that are still working through the base. An early heal, a single early heal on some of the giants potentially could be recommended because they were under a little bit of pressure here. But you can see already this base. You know that it's going to be a 3-star. He still has the clan castle. It doesn't matter if it's hogs or a drag. In this case, it's a drag. I'm going to pause it here. You'll notice another smart move is he doesn't put the drag on the cannon. Right? By putting the drag on the cannon, you'll have air targeting defenses like the archer tower and the wizard tower being able to shoot at it while it kills the cannon. Let's put the dragon, much the same as people using loons. You want to put them on things that will target the loons. In this case, you want to put it on a thing that's going to target the drag. Now, those only 2 remaining defenses are left. Other than traps in the base, nothing will even shoot at the drag. You can clear away the rest of the troops. It doesn't really matter. You would know that that drag is going to survive because there's just simply nothing in there that's going to damage it whatsoever. So all the defenses naturally are down. It's just simply a matter of cleanup. That takes a little bit of time. Takes a time for the drag. Didn't have much time left at the end of the attack, but it was a good strategy, generally speaking, for a lower town hall level. Again, supplementing, taking out those goblins, putting in some, whether or not it's a few barbarians or other archers or even a couple of whiz, may end up serving a little bit better overall in terms of what happens going forward with raids. So anyway, so that's all I have on this video. I just wanted to touch on those lower levels, the basics of drawing a clan castle, when it's drawn, killing all the troops that are in it, and then having a plan. And you don't need air attacks. You don't have to attack air defenses and then use air troops in your clan castle. But if you're going to, attacking the air defenses or taking out archer towers, other things that are going to kill those clan castle troops should be the primary focus of an attack. And even at a very low level, you can still have a solid attack strategy, a solid plan, understanding the mechanics of the game, and then implementing that over time. All right, so the next video I hope to make is going to go over some higher level attacks once again at Town Hall 9, maybe a little bit more on loons and some differences in hogs, just to kind of tweak some of the attacks that we've been doing up there. And then afterwards, hopefully I'll follow up with some other lower level examples of good attacks or what you can work on. All right, Kaiser Soze, Maximum Carnage, more to follow.